Good day, everyone. So this video lesson is all about simple and compound proposition. So here are the learning targets. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to symbolize and illustrate a proposition. Okay, distinguish between simple and compound propositions and perform the different types of operations on propositions. So first, what is proposition? Okay, so proposition is a declarative sentence or it is a statement that is either true or false, but not both. Okay, so if a proposition is true, then its truth value is of course true, which is denoted by the capital letter T. Otherwise, its truth value is false, okay, and is denoted by the capital letter F. Okay, so our proposition is usually denoted by a small letter called the propositional variables. Okay, so propositional variables. So yung mga letter na makikita natin all throughout this one, this lesson is yung mga letter na P, Q, R, S. Okay, yung ginagamit natin usually na variable sa proposition. So let's try this one. So we have to tell or we have to determine whether each statement here is a proposition or not. Okay, so again, proposition is a statement that can be identified as true or false but not both. Okay, so kung true lang siya, true lang siya. Kung false siya, false lang siya. So the first one, we have here the statement, today is Monday. Okay, so today is Monday. Can we answer that by true or false? Yes, so this is a proposition. Okay, next, Corazon Aquino was the president of the Philippines in 1985. So it is answerable. Okay, also by true or false. So this is also a proposition. Okay? Number 3, pause for a while. Okay? Can we identify this or can we answer this by true or false? Of course not. Okay? This is a command sentence. Okay? So this is not proposition. Okay, so always remember that proposition is a statement that can be identified as true or false. Okay, next, number 4, do you love math or do you love mathematics? Of course, this is a question, this is an interrogative sentence, and it cannot be answered true or false. So this is not proposition. Next, number 5. 12 plus 7, so a mathematical sentence. Okay, so 12 plus 7 equals 19. And 19 minus 53 is equal to negative 34. So, of course, we can answer this true or false. So, this is proposition. Okay, next. Stand straight and recite the Panatang Makabayan. Okay, so again, you are commanding here or you are requesting here. So this is not proposition. Okay, you cannot answer it true, okay, and of course, or false. Okay, next, number 7. If I got perfect score in the examination, then I will treat you to lunch. Okay, so this one, this is a proposition. Okay, so we can answer this with with true or false. Okay, so pag nakakuha ka daw ng perfect score sa exam, then manglilibre ka. Okay, so pwede siyang masagot ng true or false kung, for example, kung nakakuha ka ng perfect score at nilibre mo, okay, yung friend mo, then it is true. O pag hindi, then false. Okay? So, it is answerable by true or false. Okay? Next, take a break. Okay? So, again, this is commanding with exclamation siya. So, this is not a proposition. Okay? Next, number 9. Bawal Lumabas is composed and sung by Kim Chu and went viral in the year 2020. Okay? So this is a statement that can be answered by true or false. So this is a proposition. Okay? Next, all of our frontliners deserve our hand salute. Okay? So this is also proposition. Okay, so again, let me just repeat. Proposition are statements, okay, that can be identified as true or false. Okay, so that's what you need to remember when we are determining or identifying whether the given statement is a proposition or not. Okay. Next, so there are two types of proposition. We have this what we call simple proposition and compound proposition. So this is like just in English or grammar topic in our English lessons. Okay, we have this what we call simple and compound sentences. So in here in math, we call that simple proposition and compound proposition. So what is simple proposition? Okay, just like simple sentences, simple proposition, okay, expresses single idea. Okay, so it cannot be broken down into other component. Okay, into another idea because it has only one or a single idea. Okay, so it says there, it is a sentence with one subject and one predicate. So the examples here, okay, Herbert is wearing a face mask to fight COVID-19. Okay, single idea, you cannot break it down into pieces, okay, or into an ideas. Okay, so next, 7 is an even number. Okay, that is also uh, expressing single idea. Next, 3 plus 2 equals 5. Okay, then Christmas is celebrated on December 25. Okay, so those are examples of simple proposition. Again, when we say simple proposition, it's like simple sentences. It expresses single or only one idea. Next is the compound proposition. So again, it's like compound sentences also. Okay, it is composed. Okay, it is the composition of two or more simple propositions. Okay, so we call the connectors in English, in our English lessons, as conjunctions. Okay, transitional, some are we are using the transitional devices, what we call the transitional devices. Okay, in here in math, we call them, okay, we call those connectors as logical connectors. Okay, so logical connectors. So dito na papasok yung and, or. Okay, so nandyan siya here. Dito na papasok yung and, or, if, then yung if, and only if, and then yung not natin. Okay, so these are the logical connectors in our compound proposition. So if you saw those words in the statement, then it is a compound proposition. Okay, pero syempre, pag wala, of course, kapag may single idea lang, that is a simple proposition. Okay, so examples here, ito, so either logic is fun and interesting, or it is boring. Okay, so we have here either or yung or natin as logical connector. Then, next, Raul is not good at speaking Filipino. So, ito naman negation, which is yung not. So, further, I'll explain to you later what is all about those negation, conjunction, disjunction. Okay? So, today is Friday and tomorrow is Saturday. So, we used the logical connector and here in this sentence. Okay? Next, if you will follow the safety protocol, then the less risk to contact COVID-19. Okay, so we used here if, then. Okay, so those are the example of compound proposition. Okay, and also, these logical connectors here, and, or, if, then, if and only if, and yung not natin, okay? So for and, the symbol here is, so let me just write here, the symbol for and, okay, because we are also talking operations here. So meron din tayong operations na tinatawag dito sa ating logic, okay, dito sa ating proposition. So and, okay, the symbol for and, conjunction and is ganyan siya. So para siyang arrow up, or paano ba sinusulat ang letter A? It's like that, right? Kasi it's a common mistake, okay, sa mga students na pagbabaliktaran nila yung and at saka yung or. So yung or natin is yung pa-V. Okay, then if, then is yung single arrow na ganyan, pa-right side. And then yung if and only if naman is yung dalawang arrow. That's by conditional. So this one is conditional, yung if, then. Then yung not natin, negation, meaning reverse lang, ganyan yung symbol niya. Okay? But in some, they also use this symbol. Pero ito yung gagamitin natin. Okay? So, that's for compound proposition. So in here, let's try this one. Let's classify or identify the statements here if they are simple, compound, or neither. Okay? So number one, neither Khalil nor Deshna is present. So for this one, of course, we use neither nor, or yung nor natin, or counterpart ng either or. So this is a compound proposition. Okay? Next, it is false that February 14 is a holiday. So this is simple proposition. Okay? Next, when in doubt, stop. Okay, so as you can see, okay, it cannot be answered, or it is not answerable by true or false. So this is neither. Okay? It's like commanding, diba? When in doubt, stop. Okay? Next, today is Sunday. So, of course, this is a simple proposition. Okay? Next, teach her a lesson. So, this is commanding again. So, this is neither. Next, Robert went hunting or mountain climbing. So, we used here the logical connector or. So, of course, this is a compound proposition. Next, if 1, 2, and 3 are the only proper divisions of 6, then 6 is a perfect number. So we used here if, then. So this is a compound proposition. Okay, next, pause for a while and rest. Okay, so though we used here and, okay, connector and, logical connector and, but the sentence itself or the statement itself is commanding, or we cannot answer it by true or false, then this is neither. Okay, so this is not a proposition. Next, go back to your room. So again, commanding, so neither. Next, you are a good writer and a speaker. So in here, okay, we can answer it by true or false, and it uses it used here the logical connector and. So this is a compound proposition. Okay? Next, okay, so these are the symbol, just like what I've stated earlier. Okay, so we have here the connectives, okay, in a compound proposition. So the first one is the negation. Okay, its operation is not, and the symbol is like this. Okay, next, conjunction. So when we talk about conjunction, the operation there is and. Okay, then the symbol is like this. Okay, so parang arrow up siya. Next, disjunction. Okay, the operation is or, and the symbol is this. Okay, then conditional. So if, then, or we read that as implies. Okay, so yung symbol niya ganito. Then lastly, we have the biconditional. So if and only if. Okay? So meaning dependent yung isa't isa or yung dependent yung statement sa isa't isa. Yung conditional naman para siyang cause and effect. Okay? So kung ano yung mangyayari doon sa if, ang kalalabasan niya ay yung then. Okay? So that's the difference between conditional and biconditional. Okay? So remember the symbol. Okay? At saka yung mga ibig sabihin niyang symbol na yan. Yung operation nila. Okay? Yung meaning, not, and, or, if, then, and yung if and only if. Okay, so let's have this example for you to fully understand, okay, the use of those logical symbols and connectors, okay? So in here, we have here two statements, P and Q. So again, saan natin nakuha yung P and Q natin? Inassume lang natin yan. We call that propositional variables. Okay? So ginagamit usually sa logic yung P, Q, R, S. Yan yung apat na letter na yan. So in here, since we only have two statements, okay, we will use P and Q. So statement P states that today is Sunday, and statement Q states that Russ woke up early. So in here we have the 5 connectives, okay, compound proposition connectives, and column of symbolic form and the statement. So I will give here a negation example. Okay, for example, I wrote here negate P or not P. Okay, so this is a symbolic form. So the statement will be, what is our P statement there? Again, today is Sunday. So you will write here, since we are going to negate, when we talk about negation, you are reversing or you are getting the opposite statement of the given. Okay, so since statement P is today is Sunday, then negation of P or negation of that statement P is today is not Sunday. Okay, so that's an example of what if negate Q. What if I said you negate Q? So you will write there in the statement, Russ did not wake up early. Okay, so we can manipulate words. Okay, we cannot say that Russ did not woke up early. Okay, so we should also consider the grammar. So we can manipulate as long as the sentence could make or would make sense. Okay, so Russ did not wake up early. If I said that, you have to negate Q, statement Q. Okay, so that's the example for negation. Okay, next is conjunction. So when we talk about conjunction, the connector there included is the connector and, right? So in conjunction, let me give you an example. So what if I told you to write this symbolic form into a statement? So P and Q. So how are we going to write it here? So P yung nauna, P came first there, so you have to write P first here. So today is Sunday, and Russ woke up early. Okay, so that will be our statement. Okay, next, disjunction. Disjunction, its connector is or, right? So in here, the symbol would be P or Q. So today is Sunday, or Russ woke up early. Okay, so that will be our statement. Okay, next, inconditional. So this is if P, then Q, or P implies Q. So we are going to write it like this. If today is, if today is Sunday, then Ras woke up early. Okay, woke up early. So that will be our statement. Okay, next, biconditional. So P, if and only if Q. Okay, so the statement would be, today is Sunday if and only if Ras woke up early. Okay, so that will be the statement for biconditional. Okay, so next, okay, let's try this one. So let P be the statement Alex plays basketball, and let Q be the statement Jenny is a swimmer. So write the following statements. Okay, so letter A, P and Q. Okay, so let's just combine it, conjunction. So we have Alex plays basketball, and Jenny is a swimmer. Okay, so that will be our statement here. Simple as that. Okay, next is letter B, P or not Q. So in here, since we have the parenthesis, so we have to get what is inside the parenthesis first. So not Q. So meaning, what is our statement Q here? We have Jenny is a swimmer. So we have to negate it, get its opposite. So Jenny is a swimmer, it will become Jenny is not a swimmer. So if you are going to write it here, yung P natin, we have Alex plays basketball, or Jenny is not a swimmer. Okay, so that will be the statement. Okay, next, not P. So this is very easy. So Alex plays basketball. So inenegate nyo, does not or do not play basketball. Okay, basketball. So that will be the statement or the answer for this one. Next, okay, or let's try to identify. Identify whether the statement is a conjunction, disjunction, or neither. So, the classroom is clean and the chairs are arranged. So, as you can see, we have here and. So, of course, this is conjunction. Okay? Next, the library opens at 8 a.m. Okay, there is no connectors, right? So this is a simple proposition, so we will be answering here neither. Okay, next, the exam will be held on Monday or it will be scheduled on Tuesday. So yung or yung nandyan, so therefore this is disjunction. Okay, so that's how you determine, okay, or identify whether the given is conjunction or disjunction. Okay, next. So let's try this one again. Let P be the statement the student passed the quiz, and Q be the student submitted the assignment. Okay, so write the following statement. So again, we have to write it in sentence. So here, not P or not Q. Okay, so let's try. The student. Okay, so we have to negate statement P. So if the student passed the quiz there, the negation is the student did not pass the quiz or submit the assignment. Okay? The student did not pass the quiz or did not submit the assignment. Okay, or did not, wait lang. Or did not submit the assignment. Okay? Okay. Ayan. So, the student did not pass the quiz or did not submit the assignment. Okay, so that's how are you going to write it in a statement form, okay, or in a sentence form. Next, not Q and P. Okay, so not Q, so meaning Q yung uunahin natin. So the student did not submit the assignment. So I'll just shortcut it. Okay, the student did not submit the assignment and since and yan and pass the quiz. So since medyo hindi siya nagme-make sense, okay, o sabi niya, si student daw hindi nag-submit ng assignment, okay, at okay, pass the quiz. So parang hindi siya nag-make sense. So in that case, okay, imbis na and, okay, instead of and yung ilagay natin dito, we can use but. Okay, remember, and but is equal lang siya. Depende siya sa gamit ng sentences. So, again, I am telling you, you can manipulate the sentences as long as it should have sense or magkakaroon siya ng sense or nagme-make sense yung inyong sentence. Okay? So, and, tsaka, but. Okay? You can also do that sa or either or, pwede nyo siyang gawing neither nor. Depends on the sentence. So, in here, we are going to use but to make it have sense. Okay? So, but, sabi dyan yung P, but pass the quiz. Okay? But, pass the quiz. Okay, so that will be the statement for number 2. So again, the student did not submit the assignment but passed the quiz. So mas nag-make sense siya or nagkaroon siya ng meaning. Okay, next, P or Q. So the student passed the quiz or submitted the assignment. Okay, submitted the assignment. Okay, so I'll just shortcut it. So that will be our statement. Okay. Here. So let's try this one. Translate the following logical symbols into ordinary English sentences or into statements. So let P be the statement, the computer is on, and Q, okay, is the internet is connected. So first, number 1, we have to translate P and Q into English or into statement. So P and Q. So we will be writing here the computer is on and the internet is connected. And the internet is connected. Okay, so that will be our statement for this one. Next, P implies Q, or if P then Q. So if the computer is on, then the internet is connected. Then the internet is connected. Okay, next, Q implies P. So, binaliktad. So, we have if the internet is connected. Okay, so if the internet is, so mahalaga na magkasunod ha kung ano man yung nauna. If the internet is connected, then the computer is on. Okay, then the computer is on. Next, not P and Q. So, ito yung symbol na to, not yan ha, kasi sa ibang reference, in other reference, they use that symbol. Pero in here, we're going to use this symbol, para siyang wave, okay? So, not P and Q. Okay, not P and Q. So, the computer, we have to negate the statement P. The computer is not on. Okay? You will not say the computer is off. You will use not. Okay? Always. So, the computer is not on. And then end yan. So, let's see. And, let's write muna. And, the internet is connected. And the internet is connected. Okay? So, in here, let's read again the statement and let's see if it makes sense. Okay? So, the computer is not on. Nakapatay daw yung computer. And the internet is connected. Okay? So, nag-make sense ba? Medyo hindi. Right? So, yung end natin, try nating palitan ng but. The computer is not on, but the internet is connected. So, mas nag-make sense siya. So, you can manipulate. So, we will use but here. Okay? So, that's it for 4. Next, number 5, Q or not P. So, what is our Q? The internet is connected. The internet is connected. Okay? Or, okay, the computer is not on. Or the computer is not on. Since we have to negate P. Okay, the internet is connected or the computer is not on. Okay, so that is for our number 5. Next. Okay, last one. We have to translate this one, the following, into logical symbols. So we have here the given P, Marco studies mathematics, and Q, Marco enjoys mathematics. So number 1, Marco studies and enjoys mathematics. So the logical connector here is and. Okay, so if we're going to write that into symbol, logical symbol, so nauna yung Marco studies, so P. Okay, then and has a symbol of this and then yung Q natin. Okay, so P and Q. That's simple as that. Next, Marco studies mathematics but does not enjoy it. So as you can see, ginamit naman natin yung but dito and that is the same lang with the and. Okay, connector and. So, Marco studies math pa rin yung una. So, we have P. And yung but natin is symbol niya ganito rin. Then, does not enjoy it. Meaning, ninegate niya yung Q. So, you are going to write it like that. So, this will be our logical symbol for that statement. Okay? Next, number 3. Marco neither studies nor enjoys mathematics. So, in here, we have to analyze the given statement. Since ninegate niyang dalawa. Kasi neither nor. Okay? So, siguro sa inyo mapapaisip kayo, neither nor, ang counterpart niya ay either or. So, siguro, iisipin ninyo na agad-agad ang gagamitin ninyo ay yung operation or yung symbol na ganito, right? For or. Okay? For or. Ay, para sa or natin. Diba? But, okay, you should consider the statement kasi parehas niyang ninegate, parehas niyang ni-reverse, binaliktad yung statement. So, sabi dyan sa statement kasi si Marco daw nag-aaral ng math at nag-i-enjoy siya sa math. Pero dito sa number 3, hindi daw nag-aaral si Marco at hindi niya na-enjoy ang math. So, parehas na ninegate. So, pag isusulat ninyo yan, okay, magiging ganito siya. So, not P, and not Q. Bakit naging and? Bakit nabaliktad and nor yung nandito? Ang tatandaan na lang ninyo, once na ninegate yung dalawang statement, both statement ninegate, mari-reverse yung kanyang operation. Ang reverse ng or ay yung and. Okay? So, itong dalawa, reverse yung dalawa. Or magkabaliktaran sila, opposite silang dalawa. Okay, so pag parehas na ninegate, yung statement again, yung imbis na or, kasi nga ginamitan ng nor dyan, ay magiging and siya. So, ganito nyo siya isusulat. Or, since may nor nga siya, pwede nyo gamitin yung symbol na or kapag ganito yung way ng pagsusulat ninyo ng logical symbol. So, para lang siyang, it's just like the distributive property in mathematics, diba? So, para siyang ganito. Negative times positive, magiging negative. Tapos, negative times positive, magiging negative. Then, change the operation, okay, which is yung or into and, yung opposite niya. Okay? So, pwede to, itong dalawang to. Okay? We can use these two, okay, as a logical symbol for number 3. Okay? Next, number 4. Okay, Marco studies math or enjoys it. So, madali lang, Marco studies math. So, we have P or Q. Okay, and enjoys it. Next, or enjoys it rather. Next, if Marco studies math, then he enjoys it. So, if P, then Q. Okay, so easy as that. Next, number 6. If Marco does not enjoy math, then he does not study it. Okay, so if Marco does not enjoy math, so nauna yung Q. So we have to write not Q here. Then, yan, yung conditional symbol natin. Okay, so if Marco does not enjoy math, then he does not study it. So, inenegate ulit natin P. Okay, so not Q implies not P. Or if not Q, then not P. Okay? So, that's it for number 6. Next, number 7. Marco enjoys math if and only if he studies it. Okay? So, again, nauna ulit yung Q. Okay? If and only if he studies it. Okay? So, P. Ayan, yung dalawang arrow, yung symbol natin. Okay? Next, Marco does not study math but enjoys it. So ninigate niya yung una. Si Marco daw does not study math. So, not P, but, so but is also end lang yan, enjoys it. So, Q. Okay, so not P and Q, yung magiging symbol natin. Next, Marco enjoys math only if he studies it. As you can see here, only if lang yung nakalagay, pero same lang yan sa if and only if. So, pag isusulat ninyo yan, Q, then, ganyan. Okay? So, Marco enjoys mathematics only if he studies it. Okay? So, same lang siya. Next, number 10, last number. Marco enjoys mathematics if he studies it. So, as you can see here naman, ang nakalagay lang is yung if. So, pag ganyan siya, it's also a conditional statement. Okay? Pero, ito, if he studies it, so he studies it, ito ay statement P. Tapos, Marco enjoys mathematics is statement Q. Pero, hindi natin siya isusulat. So, sabi ko nga, conditional statement ito. So, yung implies or yung ganitong symbol yung gagamitin. So, hindi ito yung magiging answer natin. Bakit? Sinabi ko kanina na kung ano yung mauna, ay yun yung uunahin natin na statement. Pero, since fina-follow natin yung if, then, okay? So, in this case, lagi nyong tatandaan kapag conditional statement yung meron tayo, ifa-follow natin yung if, then. So, dapat laging mauuna yung if. Okay? So, regardless. Kasi dito nga, pwede nating i-manipulate yung sentences. Okay? So, dito, di ba, pag binaliktad naman natin, if he studies math, then he enjoys it. Same lang. So, dito, kahit mahuli yung if dyan, nandyan siya sa pangalawa, uunahin nyo pa rin kasi nga yung arrangement natin ng if. Hindi naman natin pwedeng baliktarin yung symbol natin, yung arrow nasa right, tapos igagawin natin nasa left. So, mali ito. Okay? So, ang magiging correct dito ay P implies Q pa rin. So, if P, then Q. Okay, so that's it. You just have to remember. So, sa conditional ha, pero sa other statement naman, sa iba, okay, kung ano yung mauna, dapat yung mauna. So, sa conditional statement, okay, laging nauuna yung if. Kahit mahuli siya sa sentence, sa arrangement ng sentence. Okay? So, that's it for this lesson. I hope you understand well. Okay, thank you.